It was cool though, Joe. You know why?
It was so cool.
So we went and did a rehearsal, okay? And I'm like, why are we rehearsing a walkthrough? Like, if this ain't a freaking wedding. Like, just tell us where to go. The camera guys are always like, all right, your mark. Here's
I'm just
5,
following
4,
the camera.
3. So why are we doing this? And then we go there and we get stuck in this locker room for 2 hours.
Hour and a half.
Because of rain. And thank God that happened, because then I started to go, oh, because it's all unexpected. And how Iliad said, hey, I'm a visualizer. I can't visualize this arena. And I visualize a lot too, so I was like, I felt the exact same thing when he said that. And that's when I knew, hey, these are going to be some huge unknowns. And I had told him that night, because the rain was coming. Like, it was crazy how the storm split around, because it was all bright red. I was like, this is thunderstorms. This ain't just... And
they were talking about pushing the fight to 10:30 p.m.
We had planned on fighting at
start of the night.
Yeah, 2 in the morning was
I
what I
started
was planning
staying
on.
up till like 3 a.m. after the rehearsal. I was like, it could be 3 a.m. when we fight.
Yeah.
I'm going to just start staying up.
But that's what was cool. Like, the walkout, like having the soldiers, like just walking through the soldiers, there was that... We weren't able to take any of this in, Joe, and I can't really speak for him. I know where his mind's up. I couldn't, from a coach's standpoint. I was nervous as fuck, because you don't know, there's no pattern I can take on right now and kind of put myself and breathe to it. It was very unique, and at the end, I couldn't even really smile. It was just like, dude, I'm just like blown away. Now I can kind of just look around slowly and just try to take in everything, because it was very, very hard to go through that scenario with the pressure of us fighting on this stage at the White House. We're the Americans. We're a 6-1 underdog. That gets to you. That you know, when you hear that over and over and over and over, it's, you know, you think, here you go. Oh, dude, you caught one.
Phone.
You caught a marlin. But having
Take a left.
Just that scenario was so unique. And then once it was over, then it was like, now I get to enjoy the White House and just being here in this
look at
great
that scene.
environment.
There you can see it. What is he reading there? Is that the Declaration of Independence?
Yep. So we weren't in the room with him right there. We through the rehearsal. Yeah.
How crazy
we got
is that?
To take a look. It's crazy.
He's in the Oval Office, stepping out,
and then all the soldiers walking through. So cool. Like having the 2 guys next to him.
and a lot of people complained about this happening at the White House. But you don't think this is cool?
This is,
Like,
dude, it's fighting.
How could you not like this?
This is
how
fighting.
could anyone not? This shouldn't be taking place at the White House. Shut the fuck up.
Dude, life is a fight. World is a fight.
This is
like,
incredible to watch.
Inspirational.
It's a wild thing to watch. By the way, how much gold did Trump put on those
Dude,
walls?
it's
Look,
crazy,
he's got
dude.
gold everywhere. Look at these fucking gold designs.
When we were at the Oval Office, first thing I said is I was like, this thing is small as hell. Like when I see it on
Right.
pictures, it like seems so big, and I was like, but the gold pieces on the wall is the first thing I was like, they dust that shit every day because, dude, it was so clean.
Well, he put that up there.
Really?
None of that was there. None of that was there. He was explaining it to me. There was no gold. I wanted to have gold. He's got a gold cherub, like a solid gold cherub that's above like one of the doors. He goes, if Putin comes, hopefully it doesn't fall on his head. It's like he's got gold everywhere. It's all him. He redesigned a bunch of the things in there. You know, he's a builder, right?
Yeah.
So that's why he wanted to do the ballroom. That's why he wanted to keep it, you know. He likes everything in gold. He's a gold guy.
What was that, Austin Powers?
Bro, we were just watching you look at the Declaration of Independence before you walked out, which is also wild. Like, this is never going to happen again. This is more historic than Rumble in the Jungle, more historic than... I mean, think about all the great fights that we've all watched as kids that were like, remember that? This tops everything because of the scene, because of the fact that not only is it at the White House, but the American who's a 6-1 on some books underdog pulls it off in spectacular fashion. And just the seesaw of the fight,
The back and forth.
The
That's
back
what
and
made
forth
it.
of the fight was fucking huge because
Yeah,
the
it's huge.
second round was crazy. It was like, oh no, he's
And
gonna...
letting it go on
Yeah.
again when so our corner, all the coaches were like, dude, they're going to stop it. And I was said out loud, I was like, please let it go on. And I just wanted to finish like a...
definitive ending.
Dude, because that would have been a point where it's like, especially with him going, hey, I want to go and continue. And then we have Goddard come out and say,
Thank
hey, you are.
God for Mark Goddard.
Yeah.
Okay, because if it wasn't for Mark Goddard, if another less
He won
experienced
it out.
referee... You think he did?
He won it out.
Yeah.
You know for a fact you do not ever as a fighter say I cannot see. It's over.
Right.
And he was counting on that. He said he had already stated it. He didn't need to say it again. He did not think they were. I don't think he thought they were going to.
So
send him
you
back
think
out there.
that he called Goddard a turkey internally? He was like, when he said, oh, you're going to
No,
go fight? He was
I
like,
mean,
hey, I was playing
in that
though."
moment. He just like I've done. You know, I've tried, and it might have been like the little devil on his shoulder trying to get him out. And then he reevaluated and rethunk it and understood that he had to keep fighting.
Did you say thunk?
Thunk it.
Rethunk it.
Dude,
I said it all
But
the
I
time.
think
Really? That's a real word?
I stopped
No.
him. I stopped him.
I was
like, oh, shit.
I stopped him twice. I stopped him twice that
Right.
night. There's no doubt about it.
That's
I loved it.
interesting.
I loved it.
Well, it was a big factor that Goddard let it go on because then we got to see that epic fourth round, which is fucking crazy, which was just in the end when you landed that knee to the body, that was like the final.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
That was it.
And
That
then
knee
the
to the
punches
body was
right where he
nasty.
landed that heavy knee that he just starts chopping it where he got the elbow in.
Yeah, and then he has to quit on his stool. And if Goddard had just given to that referee or that judges or the crazy fight, I mean,
It's crazy how different. So again, being a fan of the sport, I've got to watch. I would have usually watched this from, and yeah, it would have been the most fucking incredible thing ever. Being the fighter, you're really not appreciating any of that because you're so
You're in the
locked
moment.
into. It's like golfing, like you don't know, but golfing is like certain swing thoughts, and nothing else can come in, nothing can creep in. And so, me looking at the Declaration of Independence, I was looking at it, but I didn't take it in as this being the Declaration. I was just sitting there. I was like, okay, gotta reset his feet, gotta control, gotta move left, can't get against the fence, And then those are the thoughts I'm having through the whole walkout. And so I'm really not taking any of it in as the show, or as the theatrics of it.
of course not.
Watching it in hindsight, obviously, it's fucking awesome.
There was something special about you warming up with the American flag around your shoulder too.
I agree.
We were watching that. There was something special about watching you shadow box before all this with the American flag on. I was like, if he wins, good Lord. If he wins tonight, it's going to be fucking insane. And it was. Is the feeling of like joy throughout the building, throughout the grounds, like the happiness that everybody had seen, had been there to see such an incredible event and such an amazing cap to that event with your fight. It was just nuts.
It felt like a whole arena to me. It was crazy for the amount of people that you could see.
And here it is to backflip in
Dude,
front of the
the double.
fucking White House. You felt-
Dude, he flagpole.
Hey, that's gonna be a sick.
Dude, you flagpole,
That's a
dude.
sick picture. I rolled out of it.
It was hey, tell me what was it? Tell me what'd you use? Newton's law? You
Newton's
said?
first law: object in motion needs to stay. I just stayed in motion.
Stay in motion.
That's all it is.
Look at the size of that fucking crowd that was outside.
Yeah,
of the
so you
ellipse.
couldn't see this crowd. Like I couldn't
No,
see this
no.
crowd, but
you know what
having
though?
the
You
environment.
could hear them
Dude.
and you could feel them.
Dude,
you could feel
crazy.
the energy. I mean, even though there was only 4,000 people, did not feel like 4,000 people. It felt like 100,000 people because all those people were behind us. It was different.
How many people were in that place?
85,000 plus. Yeah.
It happened
I mean,
so fast.
The size of the group outside was insane.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're watching on these giant screens and
Dude.
freaking out.
Like a concert.
Yeah.
When we were at the weigh-ins, it was like, dude, that's what I pictured like Woodstock being like. Dude, I looked and I could not see the end of the people.
Yeah, no, it was
crazy.
nuts. The weigh-ins were nuts. When we first walked out, I was like, "Holy
dude.
shit, this is crazy!" But it just shows how hyped people were for this event. I mean, it was an incredible event. I mean, the
really
UFC production team, they just knocked it out of the park, and then more importantly, you knocked it out of the park.
It could
This
not
is
have gone
the
better.
cap. It couldn't have gone better. And the most important thing was that you did have to overcome. That we did see a real back and forth, and we did see the skills that led people to believe that this guy is the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. I mean, his fucking boxing is elite.
He's
it is slick.
sharpshooter and dude.
But I mean, my coach is a fucking genius. I mean, when it comes to like, again, it's really hard to. You always sound right in hindsight, but the strategy we had was so perfect to fight a guy like that. I mean, I think if you ask him right now, which way was Justin moving, he's gonna think I was moving right the whole time because my head is so heavy and I lean over to that side. But I was moving left the entire time, and he's so pointed that he's powerful here, but when you put him here, like nobody can push and sprint. Like he's not ever going to take off sprinting that way as fast as he can. He's going to have to gather and reset and then point and then go. And I constantly kept readjusting him, and it was so subtle. And that's what fighting is subtle movements. But I mean, his game plan was and then his game plan, his mind, my ability, but really it's my athletic ability. Like if people don't understand how athletic I am, and I think that is what surprises every opponent I've ever fought is how, herky jerky, twitchy, how explosive, and how athletic I am.